Loveline is meant for an adult audience.
Loveline is meant for an adult audience.
Loveline may contain sexually oriented content.
Loveline may contain sexually oriented content.
Listener discretion is advised.
Listener discretion is advised.
Loveline. 1-800-LOVE-191.
Loveline starts now.
Hey everybody, Dr. Drew here. This is Loveline. The phone number is 1-800-LOVE-191. And tonight we're in for another night
Oh, yeah, dude.
of Steve-O. Yeah, one of our favorite guests and certainly one of the listeners' favorites.
Oh, yeah, absolutely,
Of
man.
course, man. So now you guys may not be aware, but Steve-O is an artiste and he's a professional. I just watched a thing that he's going to be airing on a movie. This is going to fall off again. This is going to fall off. This is the microphone. But just prepare ourselves. Called National Lampoon's TV the Movie.
Yeah.
Unbelievable, unbelievably funny. Something people cannot miss. He's the crown. You're the finish.
Like after the word
climax.
starring, my name comes first. Yeah.
Yeah, nice. And I also heard Steve-O being such a professional the way he is, that he's been preparing all day for tonight's show.
Oh, yeah, I've been chomping at the bit to get on the radio today.
What do you want to talk about? What do you want to talk about?
Well, so I had a really wild night last night.
You and somebody...
Oh, yeah, this guy from Knoxville, Tennessee named Johnny gave me some amphetamines.
No.
Yeah. I don't even know what it was, and, I wanted to ask you.
But you knew it was amphetamine.
Yeah, I asked him for an upper. Yeah. So he handed me this.
Adderall?
No, that's what normally it is. But it was a new one. It was a white pill that came in an octagon shape.
Ritalin?
And he laughed at me for taking it, like I was really in for it.
Is it the long-acting Ritalin?
I don't know.
Did it last a long time?
It lasted pretty long. I was going bananas last night.
Did you hurt yourself or anybody else?
The paparazzi captured me doing a car surfing backflip. Yeah. It was
Whose car?
I was hitchhiking with these people, and so I invited the paparazzi to come along.
Now, is your rap making the rounds?
Oh, yeah.
Do we have it tonight? We played it last time.
Yeah, we do.
Right,
Here you go, brother.
Set this up.
Yeah, people can't get enough of that.
All right.
Yeah. So in any case, yeah, now I just got plastered last night. I mean, sloshed, wasted.
I appreciate you kind of getting it together for radio. That's good.
Yeah. Well, that was actually I was excited for this show yesterday, so I decided I was going to get totally wasted last night and really kind of burn myself out on partying so that I'd be sober as a judge today.
That's good. Who do you go out and party with?
Who did I went out with the
JK. The guy who gave you the speed.
Well, no, we started the night there, yeah. The guy I'm not going to name from Tennessee, named Johnny. Yeah. But so I just drank. I really think that I could have beaten just about anybody on the planet last night in a breathalyzer competition. I was trashed. Yeah. And then I woke up today. I remember thinking, like, the clock said 3. There was sunlight coming through the window, and I just...
3 in the afternoon?
Yeah.
Nice.
And I couldn't tell if it was 3 a.m. or 3 p.m., but everything kind of came together. I walked into the bathroom, I looked in the mirror, and I looked fantastic.
You look good tonight.
I know, I look great today. So that's this is my burning question. How can a guy get as wasted as I got last night and look as good as I do today?
I don't know. It defies nature.
I know. Yeah, I think that dude from Tennessee says that it's... what is it? My hyper-metabolism? It makes it impossible for drugs and alcohol to kill me.
No, it's not impossible. It's just well, one of the things about being an addict, if people use a lot of drugs and alcohol, is you have to be able to withstand all that.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? That's part of the genetics. You have to be able to beat the S out of yourself and take it.
Yeah, exactly.
Or else you wouldn't do it. You couldn't keep it up.
Yeah, it's like me with drinking tap water all over the world.
I mean, your pupils are still blown tonight.
Oh, are they?
Yeah,
Sweet,
so it means you're still high. So
yeah, well, I'm
good.
a little bit baked on the marijuana.
I'll look forward to it. You want to take some calls? You got something else you want to talk about?
Call.
All right, here we go. This is Alondra, 23.
Hello.
Hi, Alondra. What's going on? You're on with Steve-O.
Hey, what's up, Steve, man?
Oh, would you mind? Hang on one second.
chilling.
Steve, I got to get autographs for all my kids. They were so pissed at me the last time I didn't get that from you. Like, what? It's just white paper. Yeah, pen.
Yeah, all right. Now, what's your question, baby?
Yes, I'm 23, and I'm having a discharge from my nipples. And I want to know what to do about that, or where does that come from?
What drugs is this lady on?
For just a second, Alondra, I saw actual concern flash across Steve-O's face. Like, really? What might it be?
I think I was concerned about something else.
But Alondra, are you on any medication?
No, I'm not.
Are you pregnant?
No, I'm not.
Were you recently pregnant?
I've never been pregnant.
Never been pregnant.
Discharge. That's a real boner killer, baby. We got to fix that.
Well, that's not, for you, I mean, that's,
Oh, I didn't hear you?
Well, here are the possibilities. There are thyroid problems can cause this. Medication. The most common things would be thyroid and medication. After that, there can be prolactin secreting tumors of the pituitary gland. There can be just irritation of the breast. There can be pregnancy that you don't know about. So you do need to see a doctor about that to get checked out. How long has it been going on for?
I would say maybe about the last...
Like your nipples are drooling in your sleep.
No, only when they're being sucked on.
Oh, God, that is a major boner killer.
For some guys are kind of...
Oh, yeah?
Yeah.
I mean, hey, there's nothing a guy loves more than a gusher, but I never heard about nipples gushing.
No, most guys I would imagine not be that, but some guys.
Basically thyroid, and I should just go check it out? Or
Yeah, it can be...
I don't know about it.
Yeah, and it can be just the irritation, him working on the nipples, that can do that.
Is he going a little bit heavy on there?
Enough to my liking.
Ah, nice. This girl's got a good attitude. Well, hey, baby, we wish you the best of luck. And
do check it out just to make sure.
And if it doesn't bother your boyfriend, then rock it.
It's fine. Just make sure it's not a thyroid problem and that kind of thing. Even birth control pills sometimes can do this. Brian, what's up, buddy? You're 14.
Hey, what's up?
14, Steve-O. 14. What's up, Brian?
Hey, I'm just calling in to say hi to Steve-O because I think you're really awesome. And
hey, man, thanks, dude.
Yeah,
I'm Go ahead.
Okay,
Tell me what you think is so often about Steve-O, Brian.
What?
Tell me what you think is so often about Steve-O.
Well, I don't know. Like, recently I got back cable, and I turn on the TV, and the first thing I see is, like, Steve-O, like, clips of him on Best Week Ever, like, getting, like, he's, like, really wasted. Show.
Oh, yeah.
I mean,
Oh, you mean...
I don't know.
Television
that's
history.
not, like, what I do, but I just think that's, like, hilarious to see.
Yeah,
well,
see him.
That's awesome, man.
Yeah.
I'm actually like, I'm getting into the rap game, like we all know. And
You want to play that?
sure, yeah. I'm getting ready to write a rap song about having sex with 14-year-old boys.
Oh, dude. Well, here comes the rap song that is making the rounds. Here we go. This is Steve-O.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah. Uh-huh. Yeah, there's a new boy in town, and I don't like to frown. That's why I lay it down. Hey,
Steve-O's a gangster.
whack it, smack it, let's make a racket. I'm so tough, I always attack it.
You know he's a gangster.
Sniff it, lick it, put my weeder in it. The way I ball, I cool kick.
The cold ass hustler is on the run. This hard ass gangster's got 100 guns.
My skills gonna pay some bills. Poontang in the Hollywood Hills.
He's riding, sliding, dipping, sipping, busting nines. You know he's a player.
My weed ain't bunk, I like to get drunk. The way I move, I make the whole house crunk.
He's so hard.
Hard as rock.
I think that last one, yeah.
There you go, Brian.
Oh, man, that song.
That's gonna sell.
Yeah, that song just gets better and better every time.
Yeah,
bro.
wait to hear Crack Attack, Brian. It's meant for America's youth.
Yeah. Beef with me.
Yeah.
Because they had me call into his goofy little unlistenable radio
Why
show.
didn't you go in? Why didn't you go in?
I don't know. I think that he was worried
That you'd get-
about not being able to hang up the phone on me. Like I really, yeah. I think he was scared to have me in the studio because I might start spitting some numbers.
Or you might-
like
might
he's
break-
only in 10 radio markets.
You might
so,
start
yeah.
breaking things up again or something.
Yeah, he's only in 10 radio markets. Like, we're over here in 50 states, baby. Yeah.
Yeah.
So I told him, I said, hey, man, play my rap song. I emailed it to him. And, he said that, just because I didn't give him the information that he wanted to hear, he's not going to play my rap song.
What?
And I was sitting there just fuming and just getting so mad and just thinking, how he's just jealous of us, because we have the biggest show in radio.
Ferociousness.
Yeah. But he got himself out of the pickle and played my rap song, so.
All right, so it's all good now, right?
Oh, yeah.
All right, there'll be more. Here's Melissa AT. You got to go in there and talk to him.
I know.
Right? The phone is bogus.
I know, dude. What a whack.
Hey, Melissa, what's going on? You're on with Steve-O.
up?
But what I like best to work with Steve, you don't have to announce who's on the air. It's obvious. Just take a listen for a few seconds. It's unmistakable who that is.
Oh, yeah. Irrepressible. Just smart and witty and charming.
What's going on, Melissa? But by the way, last time you were on, people, hang on, Melissa, 1 second. A lot of people came back to me. They're like, I didn't know Steve was so smart. They get that kind of stuff.
Yeah, well,
so,
I was drunk,
Queen's
too.
English. Queen's English.
Yeah.
Melissa, go ahead.
All right, well, my question is, I'm 18, and I have sex with my boyfriend, and it doesn't feel good to me. It really makes me mad.
You're gonna have to get a little bit more elaborate, babe. Like
Okay.
we don't understand. Is it painful or?
No, it's not painful. It doesn't hurt, but it doesn't feel good.
So the motion of the ocean isn't exactly rocking your world.
No, it's not. But I mean, he knows like what he's doing, and it seems to. But
How old is your boyfriend?
What do you mean it pleases you? You don't like it, and it's uncomfortable, and it's making you aggravated.
oh yeah, no, like okay, we'll be having sex, and I'll be like, oh yeah, this is great, I like it. But I mean, it doesn't. I don't feel anything.
I think
like
that the
it's
only
not.
thing that she's really getting sort of benefit from is just the fact that she's serving her boyfriend.
The feeling of closeness and stuff.
Yeah.
Well, Melissa, it's a complex issue at your age. And there's one thing we need to get sort of squared here. Are you a trauma survivor? Were you sexually abused or anything like that?
Actually, I was.
Okay.
When I was little.
Very little, like under 4?
Around 4, yeah.
Well, you wouldn't remember that, would you?
Well, no, but the reason that's the key issue is that you can actually, the kids that are abused under age 4 that have...
Piaget's theories of developmental psychology.
No,
Yeah.
Mr. Smarty Pants. But that there's something called somatoform dissociation that develops in young kids that have painful, and obviously you're being sexually abused at 4. It's not going to feel good. It's going to be painful. And these kids actually learn, let's call it learning, to disconnect the lower half of their body from consciousness. So they literally don't feel anything below their waist. And so these kids, when they try to have sex, they later on, 18, 20, they don't feel anything.
Wow. Do you masturbate, babe?
Not as much as I should, actually, but
Oh, man. I know. Me either.
Do you have orgasm?
you know what? I've never had. I mean, yeah, I've gotten to the point where like, oh my gosh, it feels really good, and then I never. But like not an orgasm or.
Yes, that's not an orgasm.
And you can't say that on Adam Carolla's show. Yeah.
Why don't you, Melissa, work on trying to get some treatment for the trauma? So maybe you can sort of reintegrate. It's good to what?
I'm reading Dr. Laura's book.
That's all good, but this is much more biological than that. I like actually. God bless Dr. Laura, and I like that.
Well,
book.
this is biological symptoms manifesting themselves from psychological trauma.
Yes. The body actually.
I'm trying to impress people who are listening.
And when you're not wasted, Steve, you're good, man. Just come here, not wasted anymore.
I know, I'm good when I'm wasted too, though.
Yeah, that's true. But just it's about reintegrating sort of parts of your experience with consciousness and with other parts of your central nervous system, quite literally. And to be able to have sex and to be able to masturbate and to be able to have orgasm, all that is pretty tough if you've been through the kind of trauma you've been through. I would say for sure you should expect you're not going to have not have an orgasm with intercourse. Just don't expect that. For sure, intercourse should evoke all kinds of unpleasant feelings where you might have flashbacks, might feel aggravated, might have funny feelings about your boyfriend that you don't really know how to control. All that needs to be dealt with in treatment.
Yeah, and I just go for the clitoris.
That's basically what I was saying. I don't know if you heard the subtext of what I was saying.
Just keep that finger on the light switch, baby.
And that is oral sex primarily. And women that don't have orgasms with intercourse typically will with oral sex. And again, remember, you've done some field work on this, Steve-O. Most women do not have orgasms with intercourse.
Oh, yeah. Well, 95% of women
in your
lie
survey.
about it.
In your survey.
95% of women lie about the fact that they're faking orgasms.
Yeah.
And there's way less than 1% that are dumb enough to admit it.
But in your field work,
I bumped into that.
The ones that do have orgasm tend to have it with oral sex.
Sure. I mean, I guess, there's only real 2 ways that I can sort of discern that I've given a woman an orgasm, and that's gushing.
Mm-hmm.
And if I'm orally pleasing a woman, then I find that the clitoris acts much the same as a penis does.
You can tell
after,
that it's
after a clitoris orgasm, then the woman would sort of shove you off. Like she doesn't want to get sensitive like the penis does, and then the girl's snoring.
Right.
So it's sweet,
And during intercourse,
and I just don't, you just can't get that confirmation without the girl gushing on you.
And during intercourse, it rarely happens, yeah?
Yeah. Oh, no, dude. They call me the cheetah for a reason, pal. The fastest land mammal.
Michelle, 28.
A real premature ejaculator.
Hey, Michelle, what's going on?
Hey, Steve-O, I've been waiting for you to come back.
Come back where?
Come back to Loveline.
Did you call?
Oh, yeah. That's what I'm talking about.
Did you call last time he was in here?
Yep.
And you were the one that said Steve-O's the reason you listened to Loveline again.
Yep.
Right? Wasn't that?
I mean, hello.
Were you
Our
the
ratings are going through the roof over here.
That said, what did I say?
All right, whatever. What are you saying tonight?
I wanted to know if there was any truth behind
No.
a man's hands.
Kill it, next call. Okay, never mind.
Okay,
Never
well,
mind.
let's see. Let's see.
Again, a man's.
You got a big hand.
I know, but I've got a really tiny wiener. There's
Okay,
no truth to that
no
whatsoever.
truth.
Like if a guy has big hands, is he going to have a big penis?
No,
I don't
Steve-O's got a big hand.
And a small penis.
So there you go.
Oh, okay, because I was looking for a guy that has a big one, and because my last one has a small one, and I just need to be pounded sometimes.
Yeah, you know, like, do we have issues here, Dr. Drew?
I suspect.
The little ones are fun, but the big ones are even funner.
Okay, so now what does this mean? Yeah, the way that I'm sort of taking this is that we've got insecurity issues here.
Basically, yeah. That's the way I'm looking at it. It is, and some women. I've noticed that some women who have larger stature it seems to like the larger guys because literally they sort of need that to feel, feel the whole thing. How tall are you, Michelle?
But she's only talking about the dong.
I know she is. How tall are you, Michelle?
5'7".
Medium.
Yeah.
Height. And Michelle,
yeah, and we've covered this before. You know, I mean, like the size of a man's penis is really irrelevant. You know, the only time that a woman ever criticizes the size of a man's penis is when he doesn't call back.
Oh no, my last boyfriend called back all the time for 8 years, and he had a small penis, and it was great. But I want a bigger one now.
Okay, well, babe, sounds like it's not too hard for women to find penises. So I think you're going to be all right.
Okay.
Sweet.
Okay, Michelle, thanks. Oh, no, thanks. Wait, hang on. Let's see. What do you have to say there, Michelle?
Oh, I love it when Steve-O shaves his bush and makes his manager smoke it.
Yeah.
I've not seen that one. That's the one when I actually vomit.
I was facing 8 years in prison for a little while there.
Yeah.
Charged with 2 felonies. And so I was really cleaning out my system. I wasn't smoking any weed. And at the time, my manager had the nerve to tell me to go get him some grass. Well, meanwhile, I wasn't allowed to smoke grass.
Wow.
What a jerk,
That's weird,
right?
yeah.
So I busted out my shaving clippers, and I shaved off my pubic hair, and I rolled up a big joint. And I said it wasn't a doobie, it was a pubie. Yeah. And I made him smoke. Making people smoke your pubic hair is funny. Let me light that for you.
Did he do it?
Actually, I couldn't not laugh. I was trying to film him and I was laughing, so he didn't fall for it.
Did he know it was a pubie?
He suspected something was up. Okay. I'm just no good with dishonesty.
Right, I've noticed that. Rachel, 18. Rachel. Caller who goes by Rachel.
Man.
18, 3. There, she's done. Chris, 15. What's going on?
What's going on?
Hey, Chris, you're on with Steve-O.
What's up, little bro?
What's up, man?
Oh, yeah. Where are you from?
Oh, Ohio.
Oh, Ohio. Sweet, man. Sweet.
Good times. What's up, Chris?
All right, I got a question. All right, I'm 15. I'm overweight.
Yeah.
And I'm having trouble getting a girl and everything like that. And friends, I'm having friends problems and everything.
Yeah.
And it's hard for me to try to lose weight and everything. I play football and everything.
Good.
It's just hard for me to lose weight. Everyone's well, it's so easy, and then to me, it's not.
How much you weigh?
Right now I weigh 300.
Ooh.
Wow.
I'm 6'3", too, so.
I mean, hey,
15,
dude.
6'3", 300.
Wow. I mean, I know. I personally did not ever park in the pink zone until I was 16, so I think you got at least another year to figure it out.
Well, I'm not.
I never laid pipeline, plugged into the meat socket. It was on November 3rd of 1990 when I was relieved of the burden of virginity.
Oh, dude, I lost mine last year, but.
Okay. Well, hey, man. So you're already beating Steve-O,
Chris, you need to look. Can you coach or somebody get you a dietitian or somebody to supervise what you're doing? I mean, 300 pounds is not healthy.
Yeah.
Are you? Or what? I mean, you get diabetes. It's going to be a mess. High blood pressure. Is there a reason? Is there anything else going on? Were you beaten as a child or anything that could make you sort of have body issues?
Well, a long time ago, my parents had got separated.
Yeah.
And, that was part of the why. And then, there's a point in time where, like, I just got this phase. I didn't want to do nothing and everything, and, like, all my friends, I didn't have no friends and everything.
All right, so you got depressed and irritable and ate.
Yeah, it doesn't sound like a really chipper guy on the phone.
Let's undo 300 pounds. Let's undo it, Chris. Go see someone. Go maybe even a medical doctor to supervise this. And if things get unmanageable, there's a gastric bypass procedure. They can do them with a laparoscope now, and they're being done hand over fist.
Yeah, but the important question is your football team winning?
Oh yeah, dude. We went.
Big time, sweet. Yeah.
With a 6'3", 300-pound, 15-year-old lineman, what do you expect? Of course he would. A guy can play any position he wants. This is Blake, 22.
Hey, guys.
Hey, what'd you think of the game? Hang us. Yeah, Blake, what's up?
Oh, I absolutely love the show.
Thank you, Blake.
And Steve-O.
Yeah, dude.
I wanted to ask you about your too late appearance with Adam Carolla.
Oh, yeah, wasted, sloshed. That, you
What?
know.
Was that your idea, or was that...
Let me just put it to you like this, pal. Like, they had me on this most embarrassing moments, you know, like this VH1 show.
Yeah.
And they like, really need to be corrected. I'm not embarrassed.
I was going to say.
And, okay, now the way this went down, I remember thinking I had just done Leno and Kimmel and, like, you know, just all in this really short time. And so then when the Adam Carolla Too Late on Comedy Central show called, I was just thinking, oh, man, you know, like, a basic cable talk show with no in-studio audience, you know, like,
right.
and so they asked me what stunt I'm going to do. Dr. Drew's laughing. They asked me what stunt I wanted to do, and I said, well, I'll tell you what, you know, because I'm really not putting a lot of importance on this appearance, you know. I said, I'll tell you what I'm going to do. I'm going to get crap-faced all day long, you know, really wasted, polluted.
You told them that?
Yeah. And I said, well, maybe we'll get my buddies from the LAPD Sheriff's Department to come and breathalyze me during the interview to find out how wasted I was able to get.
Is that why those guys were there?
No.
That was an ambulance. Oh, that was the next time. That was the next time the ambulance was there.
Yeah, ambulances just follow me. But in any case, so the Sheriff's Department declined to breathalyze me. The Adam Carolla show went on to get a breathalyzer from, like, Sharper Image or whatever. And it was just sitting there beeping endlessly. Like,
too high?
Yeah. I broke the thing. And it was really kind of controversial. Like, you know, the higher-ups, the executives were saying not to let me go out and, you know, be interviewed.
Oh,
But the producer, you know, just sort of, as he was being fired, he described it, sent me out for the interview. And that's why I was all agitated and destructive, you know, because, and that's why I was saying, oh, yeah, bitch, you know, like, it's because, you know, like, how do you like me now? You know, I'm doing the interview, the one that you didn't want me to do.
Oh, I see. When the camera came on, you were yelling at somebody off stage.
Yeah, the guy, the bastard who didn't want me to be interviewed.
I see. And then Adam had the temerity to ask you about a tattoo, and that was it.
Yeah, he asked me about a tattoo that was like 3 years old that more people knew about than his stupid show. Yeah.
And then that was it. You were doing jumping jacks on his glass table.
Yeah. Oh yeah, just bleeding profusely. So now I blacked out, full blackout, a good hour before the taping began, and I lost like 8 hours of my life. I woke up thinking, oh no, what happened? I do not remember a wink of it. You don't really remember winks, don't you?
This is more than a wink.
Not more than a wink.
So there you go, Blake.
Yeah, that's the story behind that.
That's awesome. Thanks a lot.
Any
You're
more?
an earliest member on Jackass for sure.
Hey, man, thanks, dude. I'm also a co-host of Loveline.
Co-host of Loveline. You've got Jackass 2, the sequel, coming out. And I was just thinking, I had a colonoscopy on Friday, and I thought of you. I thought, man, I'm sure.
What's going to... You had a...
I had a colonoscopy on Friday, or
you
Thursday.
Had to do a
no, Friday.
Now, see, now... You gotta
I did it on camera.
Break it down layman.
I had a 9-foot fiber optic camera through my colon on TV.
Okay.
On TV. And I thought, boy, this is something Steve would do. Then I thought, no, they're going to do this to him to pull, like, phones out and stuff. That's when he's going to...
How do you know that?
They're going to go up there...
Did I tell you that?
No.
Oh, okay.
I just figured. That's something you do. They're going to go up there and find this stuff and have to retrieve it.
Oh, okay, but no, we're on different pages here.
How do you think that stuff's coming out? They're going to have to go get it.
You know, we're going to find out one way or another, Dr. Drew.
I want to be there. That's all I'm saying. I hope it doesn't require surgery.
So what's that amphetamine pill that we don't know?
We'll talk about it out there. Right now, the phone number is 1-800-LOVE-191. Steve-O's the guest. We'll be right back.
Dude, you got issues.
Call Loveline.
1-800-LOVE-191.
everybody, it's Loveline, 1-800-LOVE-191. Steve-O.
Yeah, I've got to remember to really rip off this song, man. I love this song. You know, I'm going to really...
When you build your rap?
yeah. I'm totally going to make a knockoff song of this one. Yeah.
Gorillas? Right? Is that this?
Oh, I guess, you know, I guess you're more in tune. I like to keep my rock in the 80s.
All right, let's take some calls here. Let's see here. This is now Lisa, who's 29. What's up, Lisa? You're on with Steve-O.
Hi. I have a new boyfriend, and we've been seeing each other about a month, and he got diagnosed with multiple sclerosis.
Yeah.
Spring.
Okay.
And
Oof.
Is that something that just kind of pops up on you?
2 years before.
It does. It's what you call a demyelinating disease. It basically, the immune system attacks the sheath around nerve cells so they don't work so well, and the nerve cells sort of get destroyed as a result. And you get this progressive, usually, or most of the time, progressive neurological degeneration. So how's he doing now?
He's doing pretty good.
There's some really good treatments out there these days at keeping things...
The thing is that he hadn't had sex with anybody in 8 months.
Yeah.
He had a really bad episode. And since we've been seeing each other, we've been able to, you know, have sex, and he's even been able to orgasm, and it's the remittent kind.
Been able to.
It's the
Pull my zipper halfway down, baby.
Steve-O just had one. It's relapsing, remitting, right, Lisa?
Yeah.
Yeah, okay.
Well, I mean, at first, I guess, when he first got diagnosed, he couldn't ejaculate.
Okay, what's the question right now?
I was just wondering how long usually the disease process progresses before it becomes...
I think everybody's a unique individual.
Yeah, I don't like to generalize about this one because it is so variable, the course. But I will tell you what, the treatments, he should be going to a tertiary center, a university center, and seeing a neurology department and getting some of the newer treatments. There's a lot of good stuff out there right now. And I've had some friends with MS, and the remissions have been remarkable, far different than when I started training. I would see people with hemiparesis and real severe focal neurological defects, and that would be it. Now they remit, they're better, and they do fine for long periods of time. Okay.
Okay.
All right, Lisa. Good luck.
Okay, thank you.
It's so I still just can't wrap my head around the fact that you're actually, like I said,
that I practice medicine.
Yeah, I
that
thought
bugs you.
When it doesn't bug me, I just had this impression of you that you were just kind of a big Hollywood star, and that you only did stuff in the entertainment world.
No.
But it turns out that you actually spend almost as much time practicing medicine as I do, getting wasted and hurting myself.
Almost.
It's so perfect how opposite our jobs are. It's so perfect. Like, you actually heal people and try to steer them away from substance abuse,
right?
And I get wasted and hurt myself.
And you're the role model for America's youth. So it undoes everything I try to do. It's perfect.
Yeah, it's totally rad.
Brian, 15.
Huh?
Hey, Brian, what's going on?
Oh, yeah, dude.
You're on with Steve-O.
I haven't been looking at the screen the last few times.
You're sure you're welcome to.
Yeah, let's see.
Hey, Brian, what's up, buddy?
Gotta really pull it out of him.
I think my friend is gay. He keeps on flashing at me and my friends. Like, we'll run around and, start to fight each other, and he'll flash his ass at me and all that other stuff. He keeps on grabbing my ass also.
All right, so you're 15 years old.
16.
Oh, you're 16.
Way off, Steve-O.
What's going on here, Drew?
Nothing.
Yeah, I mean, so you're calling up to say that you're a gay basher?
Yeah. It's not even worth our time.
Yeah, totally, man.
Okay, let's keep
Come on, dude. We got 50 states listening, pal.
Okay, here's Dawn, who's 20. Dawn?
Hi.
What's going on there?
Not a lot. How are you guys?
We're good. You're on with Steve-O.
Sober as a judge. Smart, charming, witty.
Phone number here is 1-800-LOVE-191. Bring your calls for none other than Steve-O.
Okay. Well, I have a question. I am, like I said, 20 years old, but I have really bad commitment issues.
Uh-huh.
It's
Give us an example. What happens?
I cannot stay faithful.
You're just a real horn dog.
I don't know why. It's like no matter how much I like someone or care about them, which I just started a new relationship not too long ago, and I want it to be different. I don't want to mess around on him because I really like this guy. I don't know what is wrong with me.
Well, there's a couple of possibilities. Okay?
Sounds like she could use some paparazzi.
That's great. That'll take care of it.
Yeah, totally.
So, in other words, if someone's catching you on film, it compels you to be faithful. So
Well, no, then
you don't want to be caught with anybody else. Basically, what you're saying.
Yeah, I was just making a bad joke.
Okay. Don, here there's a few possibilities. One is that something I often say on this show is that the things that we find most unpleasant and miserable in childhood become sources of attraction in a young adulthood. So if your dad or your mom was unfaithful and it was a horrible, chaotic situation in your family, well, you either act that out again in your adult life, or if your dad was abandoning or neglectful or abusive, again.
Yeah, he was never there. Like, he
yeah,
left
so
when I was really young. I was like
right.
4 when he left, and he's
Right.
around now though.
Yeah,
like,
now doesn't matter.
My life when I
Now
was about 18.
doesn't count.
Yeah.
The abuse, the trauma of when you were 4 is what leaves its imprint on your brain, and so you're fearful that any guy you get close to is going to leave. So what you do is protect yourself by pushing him away in some fashion,
Yeah,
by connecting to some other guy.
Okay, so Don, how many hogs are we hitting a week?
Well, a week, I don't really have an average, but I'm 20 years old and I've slept with over 60 people.
60?
Wow.
Yeah.
Yeah. Now, there's other possibilities. Alcoholic addicts behave like this. People with bipolar.
I don't drink. I don't do drugs. I'm completely sober.
Hold on.
because of my
Okay, good. Oh, is your parent alcoholic?
Oh, my dad and my mom both. My mom abused crack cocaine, and my dad was in
Oh,
that.
yeah, I'm writing a rap song about that.
All right, so here we go. So it's a hugely traumatic childhood, abandoning father. Now, if you sprinkle in that you were sexually abused, you have the trifecta.
Now, are you, like, I don't really mind how many penises you're sitting on, but are you having orgasms?
Actually, yeah.
I mean, is it worth it? You know, I mean, that's, you know, like, I can't stand it when women are insecure, and so what they, you know,
They act out sexually.
they really, like, are jeopardizing their life, you know.
For nothing.
For nothing, you know, like.
At least if they're having orgasms,
yeah, if
it's
they're
worth
having
it.
orgasms, at least.
Somehow your
cost
mind-
benefit. It's like my dad says, cost benefits, son.
He also said that's personally offensive to me. That's sort of more the quote I'm thinking about right now from him. But, Don, were you sexually abused growing up?
Not by anyone in my family. I was raped when I was 17.
Yeah,
but-
still, again, rape at 17 still suggests a trauma history prior to that. Did anything happen earlier?
No, I was
Okay.
never sexually abused.
Okay, just all the trauma and chaos your fault.
I mean, my mom hit me and stuff, but I was never sexually abused. I was physically abused, but never
Okay,
sexually.
so we have physical abuse, addict parents, abandoning parents. That's just a total mess. So being close to other people is going to be something terribly, terribly dangerous for you. And one of the sort of primitive ways to manage your feelings and to manage relationships is through sex. So there you go. Unless you do something about this, I mean, this is sort of a recipe for sexual compulsion, sexual addiction.
But, like, I don't want to mess it up with this guy that I'm seeing right now. I really like him. He's awesome to me so far.
Then Don, here's the deal. Then don't. It's very simple. But if you can't do that, that's basically, I use a strong word, mental illness that makes you not able to do that.
So
and
many
you need
guys.
to get help.
There's so many guys listening right now that just don't want this girl to get help. It's like, baby, you're fine the way you are. Yeah.
Oh,
Don,
wow.
we're not going to solve anything tonight. Look, this is a very serious, lifelong
just
issue
wear
you're dealing
condoms.
with. Make sure you wear condoms. By all means, Steve-O, do not get pregnant, Don.
Yeah.
But if you're serious about wanting to get help, it takes a lot of time of having a stable relationship with a therapist before you can have stable relationships that are of a romantic nature in the real world. In the meantime, you're using something very primitive, which is sex, to try to satisfy that emptiness and to control your relationship. Steve-O, I got something for you.
Mental illness, you know, it's like whatever. It's like, you know, as long as she's having orgasms.
Theo, 28. I think your point
Hey,
was
what's
taken. Theo, we know you, yes?
Huh?
Aren't you our songwriter?
Yeah, Theo, the guy that does the Germany and Florida song.
Yes, fantastic.
Okay, so I'm calling up tonight. I hear Steve-O's in the running for the Adam replacement job.
So he is.
And I decided that, you know, I think I should have a shot at this.
At the job? I thought you had a song about this.
Yeah, well, I do. I have a little thing. I was thinking about Steve-O's little rap songs. I was thinking about anytime...
my little rap song, pal? This guy is really...
Theo's a friend of the show from way back. He's our
He's
resident
got
songwriter.
Good thing he's got chips, man, because it looked like to me like he was starting some beef.
Well, see, here's what I'm thinking. Every time a white guy... I haven't actually heard but a clip of your song, but I was thinking every time a white guy raps, it comes out like Vanilla Ice. So I was like,
no.
my own little rap song, and I'll do it to Vanilla Ice.
All right.
I came up with my own little thing. It's not too long or anything. So it's 2 Vanilla Ice, Ice Ice Baby, and here we go. Okay.
Vanilla Ice is going to be suing your ass.
Hold on. Okay, go, Theo.
All right. Okay, stop. He was out for replacement. Kind of retarded. Don't think that I could take it. Someone who's smart and tuned and kind of funny. I think that someone maybe just might be me. Can I do the job, yo? For sure. Flip on the mic, and I'll soar. Double DP's looking for himself a sidekick. I'm throwing my hat in to be the #1 pick. Adam. You have some pretty big shoes. You've tried to fill them with a list of who's. Sorry, but I don't think that they can cut it. They get spooked by the colors with a pierced clip. But I'm different in my mental place. The Corolla I drive at a faster pace. The kiddies got the problems together. We can fix them. Theo's in the door. Steve-O, you'll have to ditch him. CEO for co-host.
All right.
Yo, Steve-O.
Well, now, okay, so this guy's just engaged in a competition with me.
Uh-oh.
And
those are never good words to come out of Steve-O's mouth.
He won the bad rap competition. But this job's mine, pal. Deal with it.
Hey, Theo, send in the listener Loveline request. I'll look out for your cards, all right? No, seriously. We're going to bring in listeners to do Loveline. They're working on getting a sponsor so people can travel, get their travel paid for. They can come in here.
Oh, yeah?
Whoever we pick. Yeah, there'll be listener Lovelines. We're going to do them like four or five of them.
Well, why don't I just be the #1? We'll steal the deal now.
We can just... it's not my decision. It's not mine at all.
Come on,
you know,
run
I
the
got-
show there.
No, he actually doesn't. Last week, after the show, Dr. Drew was driving me and my gang member friend Dreamer.
Yeah, which by the way was a very comfortable moment, thinking that he might reach across this. I was proud that when he told me I scared him with my driving. I thought, oh, that's pretty good.
Yeah, you did, man. I mean, I wasn't really paying attention. I was drunk. But you scared Dreamer with your driving.
It's amazing.
But yeah, getting a ride home.
I was driving you home. And,
in your Porsche.
Yeah, and,
jerk.
And I said.
I had a brain fart.
I was telling you about the fact that
about how to get this job.
Yeah, I was saying it's not my decision. It's not.
Yeah,
mine.
And you're talking about.
Well, don't tell
guy.
Theo.
Yeah, that's true. That's true. Whatever. Theo can try. I'm not really too threatened.
Theo, make sure you send the cards. What's the address here? 5901 Venice. Listen, 5901 Venice Boulevard, Los Angeles, California, 90034. It's listener Loveline, care of producer Ann, 5901 Venice Boulevard, LA.
Man, don't tell the cops.
90034, and we will pick. I'm going to get several dozen people up here. I swear to God, I really want to have listeners as part of this whole mix eventually. So thanks, Theo. It's always good
Theo,
to hear
you're
from
a
you.
great caller, man.
Okay, let's see.
And lucky.
What is this? This is Derek, 15. Derek, what's going on?
What up?
You're on with Steve-O.
What up, Steve-O?
Yeah, dude. You gotta hang. You're only 15 years old, pal. You're not supposed to be drinking.
Oh, I know, but I do. I still had this hangover because me and my buddy, we cashed out like 3/5 last night.
Oh, yeah. Hell yeah. I do that in my sleep.
Well, you're not having a hangover. You're having alcohol withdrawal. You could have a seizure.
I noticed I had the shakes when I woke up.
Yeah, shakes is the least of the worries. If you could have a seizure, you could have hallucinosis, you could have a cardiovascular collapse. Alcohol is the one drug that people commonly withdraw from and die. It's the only drug that's a common death is a common direct effect of alcohol withdrawal.
I mean, but I drink every day.
I know, Derek. Now you're getting full-blown alcohol withdrawal. You're 15, buddy.
This guy's dude. Just talk more, dude. I love your accent.
Let's get to this, my man. 15, you're drinking every day. Now you're having full-blown alcohol withdrawal. 15, by the way, under 18, it's hard to get a withdrawal syndrome.
Yeah,
you have to really drink a lot of.
I got
wasted. That's what I'm just like. Whoa.
Yeah, you can die.
This guy might get the spot.
Steve-O, you are my man, dude.
I can tell that, Derek. You're following in his footsteps. Just they're big shoes to fill, but you're doing a nice job.
When I was young, I guess my first blackout when I was probably 16. I remember I used to have more harsh hangovers because my body wasn't quite as well adjusted. I hadn't.
You weren't as dependent yet.
Well, yeah, I hadn't. I hadn't beefed up my immune system quite as much as I have now.
Right.
So I remember. I think if you keep drinking and getting wasted, bro, then your hangovers should get less and less severe as life goes on, and drinking will be more enjoyable.
Derek, you got to take care of this, buddy. 15, you always have. It's not going to be a good life.
And I'm just kidding, man. I can't encourage anybody to abuse substances.
Let's take a quick break here. It's 1-800-LOVE-191. None other than Steve-O. We'll be right back.
Yeah.
How do you want me to say it?
Loveline will be right back.
Loveline will be right back.
It's Loveline, 1-800-LOVE-191. Steve-O in here tonight with
up
us.
in the heezy.
We got Joe Rogan tomorrow, Danny Bonaducci later in the week, Rain from The Office.
Wait, so these guys are coming in regularly too, huh?
Danny's the only one
Is
that's...
Danny Bonaducci trying to get my damn job?
I don't know.
He's good, isn't he?
Danny's good.
Yeah.
Danny's good, but
God, I thought Ozzy Osbourne used to be. I used to think Ozzy Osbourne was my hero. Then I see the Danny Bonaducci show.
Oh, and then he became your hero.
Yeah. God, when he slugged down that.
You know
whole
what we got to
bottle.
do? I know what we got to do, Rick. We got to get Danny and Steve away here at the same
Oh my
time.
God.
Yeah,
how
we
fast do you
gotta
think
do
I get
that.
my ass kicked?
But Danny's tough.
Wait, I know.
Yeah.
I know. It was
and
so
he's
funny.
back on steroids. He told me he was going to go on steroids.
Oh, nice. You know, he doesn't seem to be getting any. He doesn't seem to be getting any bigger. I think he's just getting the rage.
Oh, he's got the rage, boy.
Yeah.
He gets big. You see him, he's big.
Yeah, but I had this plan. I remember, like he was on Adam Carolla's stupid basic cable show.
Yeah.
Like he was a guest shortly after I was, and I remember I went there with my video camera. I had this massive plan. I was gonna film it, and say Danny Bonaducci, you're my hero, dude. Look me in the eye, Danny, and promise me that you'll pencil me in for your next relapse. Because I want to party with you, man. You're my hero. And I figured that might be enough to get my ass kicked. But as long as I got the footage, I think I could kind of play the waiting game, so as long as it takes for him to fall off the wagon, and then, organize a breathalyzer competition.
Oh, I see. I see when he's in his disease.
It's such a good idea. I want to have the sheriffs there.
I want the sheriffs. If these two are in the same room, I want the sheriffs there too. For a completely different reason.
I do not think I would make it through a Loveline
together
without him beating me up. I think I would probably inspire him to kick my butt, and I'd thank him for it. I met him at the acoustic rock concert fest.
Acoustic Christmas, really?
Yeah, and I gave him a hug, man. It was awesome.
He's a good guy.
Yeah, he's probably gonna kick my ass, but he's still my hero.
All right, here's on with Steve-O is Ezra, 34. Ezra, what's up?
Oh, no way.
Yeah.
Hey, how's it going?
Hey, Ezra, what's happening?
Yeah, hey, I'm a little worried about Steve-O. We have a lot outside of me living dangerously like Steve does. But I wanted to know, Dr. Drew, had you not known him previously or personally, how would you diagnose him? And
Fred, now are you saying judging from what I do on TV, or? Well, I mean, I guess
he's just saying if we didn't have a personal relationship and I was standing back and taking an objective view of Steve-O, well, we'd give him a bipolar 2 diagnosis.
Oh yeah,
and we give.
I'm so proud to be bipolar. I'm proud to be bipolar, man. I like my highs high and my lows low, and I'll never want to crash on the rocks of mediocrity.
Clearly, there's a substance diagnosis.
Yeah, I never half-ass anything. I go all the way.
And then what should we put into character or personality?
I was talking about not the obvious ones, though.
Oh, no, but the obvious ones.
Yeah, it's not the obvious one. I think what we have is just like concentrated. I do everything in extreme.
Do you think you're narcissistic?
Oh yeah.
Okay, so there we go.
But,
that
but the
fills
thing
it
is,
out.
it's kind of a
narcissistic bipolar addiction. You're one of my standard patients.
With celebrities,
narcissism is rampant.
I love calling myself a celebrity.
Yeah, you are.
But, you find that the norm is for celebrities to be narcissistic.
Yes.
Yet they hate themselves as well.
Well,
right?
that's it's almost kind of a reverse. It's almost celebrities' kind of way of dealing with narcissistic impulses, right? In other words, so they don't need to keep. They can feel the shame and stuff and the littleness of themselves, but the celebrityness keeps them kind of pumped up and feeling okay.
Yeah, and now so like this hatred for yourself. Sort of, the way that you cope with it, I guess, is to sort of, put it out there like, oh, I'm the man. But I think I really do love myself, though. I hate it when people say that they're my biggest fan.
Why?
Because I'm my biggest fan, darn it.
So I think the celebrity stuff, though, is more of a defense for narcissism in that it makes you feel okay because people love you and people want to talk to you and people are and if you're that kind of narcissist, it's hard to meet people and get close to people and you feel maybe a little introverted even, just a way of compensating for that.
But to answer Ezra's question, I think as far as diagnosing me,
we filled out all the diagnoses. We had Axis 1 bipolar, Axis 2 narcissist, and
I think that I'm going to be okay though. I think I'm going to be fine because. If it's kind of like a relationship, with a significant other. Like, if you put that relationship as your first priority in your life, then it's like chopping off one of your legs, and you find yourself leaning on this person and essentially pushing them away.
You got to balance.
Yeah, like the only way that
you can embrace your disorders.
Yeah, the only way that you can have a healthy relationship with someone is to have other priorities in your life.
Yes,
you know,
true.
And it and it's the same thing with drugs and alcohol. You know, like if I ever love drugs and alcohol more than myself, you know, then I'm screwed.
Or the things you're doing.
Yeah, exactly. Like my career is more important to me than getting wasted.
How do you know that the getting wasted, the drug, and we're going to have to go to break in just a second.
The priorities might.
How do you know that drug and alcohol aren't affecting or sort of twisting your thinking about it?
Doing drugs and alcohol made me rich.
No, but listen, that the drugs and alcohol are making you think that the stunts and whatnot are serving you when they're actually serving the drug and alcohol. You see what I'm saying?
Well, I mean, they're paying for them. Right?
True, it's true.
Yeah.
That's kind of what I'm saying, is that ultimately the drug and alcohol gets to keep going.
Yeah. Well,
that was too ridiculous.
I'll just keep doing stunts and buying more drugs and booze.
All right, the phone number here is 1-800-LOVE-191. This is none other than Steve-O. Listen carefully.
I wonder if Danny Bonaducci's listening. Maybe we could get him to call in.
Oh, maybe we're going to call in.
Hey, Danny, give me a call, bro.
I'd love to put you and Steve in the same room together. It'd be fun.
We should try it out, test the waters to see if see how bad of an idea. Sounds like a really bad idea. I'm in.
We'll be right back.
Loveline will be right back. Loveline will be right back.
That's right. It's Loveline, 1-800-LOVE-191.
Oh, yeah, the real deal.
The real wild boy, Steve-O, in here. Jackass the movie called The Sequel. He can't talk about it, but we've already discussed the fact that we're going to have to do a colonoscopy to retrieve the various things that end up in his colon. Right?
Yeah, the things that go right up my butt.
How does stuff come out, right? You have to go get
well,
it.
I didn't do that, but
it's common.
I'm thinking about looking into it.
Yeah, I had a colonoscopy on Friday, and it knocked the crap out of me a little bit. I was up here on Thursday, sick as hell, really sick, and got through that show. And on Friday, when I was having the test, I was thinking to myself, I had a half twilight going, "How's Steve? Wait a minute, how's it? They're gonna have to do one of these on Steve-O to get that crap out of his ass."
I'm glad that you're jumping to the assumption that
I just can tell where this is all going with you. It's all going to the rectum. That just seems right. That seems to be.
Totally.
Yeah, okay.
They want me, I think, to sign a confidentiality agreement to say that legally I cannot talk about Jackass 2, but I ain't signed it yet. What do you want to hear?
Is it already filmed?
No. But we start soon. Boy, am I going to be coming home hurt.
From that one? Really, a lot of heavy stuff.
Oh, my God. Yeah, I'm not going to give up all the ideas, but I'm just going to say that I'm going to be seeing the doctor.
And then he just showed me an excerpt of the finale of National Lampoon's TV The Movie. One of the most amazing pieces of film.
It's the crown jewel of my career.
I've ever seen. It's a Steve-O, the whacked clown, getting an intervention.
Yeah, well, I'm a children's birthday party clown, and the partying seems to have taken over.
Oh, my.
And at the end, I think I'm going to a kid's birthday party, but it's actually an intervention.
So funny.
And it turns out to be very unsafe to tell Steve-O not to party.
You notice I don't do anything like that here.
I know.
You got to roll with it. With
very
Steve-O.
objective, old Drew.
That's right. You got to be philosophical about these things. This is Jack, 18. Jack, what's up? You're on with Steve-O.
Yeah, hi. I had a question.
Yep.
Oh, yeah, dude. I hope you did.
Yeah, the thing is, like a week ago, I tried having sex for the first time with my girlfriend. And it was her first time, too. But I had trouble with it. I couldn't get it right, you know.
Oh, you mean you couldn't get it up?
Yeah, the thing is, I did get it up, right? But then when I was about to, you know, just I don't know. I guess it was that I was nervous or something. I don't know.
That is very, very common, Jack.
Sometimes, I mean, it's never happened to me, but I think sometimes a woman can be too hot.
There is that, but even more importantly, that first time out, it's really common for guys to have trouble. First time out, I hear that all the time.
You know, like I think there may have been once or twice where the woman that I was making love to was so beautiful. Yeah, I don't know how to hump, dude. I make love, but I think that there was a time when the woman was so beautiful that I actually lasted for more than a minute. You know?
Oh, really?
Yeah.
Made you nervous and you lasted
Exactly. Yeah, I was intimidated. I really wanted to be impressive.
What'd you go, like a minute and a half?
Probably not. I'm probably grossly overestimating how long I last.
So, Jack, keep trying. Did you use a condom?
Yeah, the thing is,
condoms are good to build
stamina. Dude, it's like down.
All right. The other thing you got to do, and this may sound silly, but I really think this is good advice, is drill with the condom. Get used to putting a condom, or even masturbating with a condom on. Seriously, getting used to it, right? I mean, guys,
I've never heard of anything more ridiculous in my life.
No, but think about it. It's not so ridiculous if you think about it. These guys have difficulties first maneuvering, so they get used to putting it on quick, and then get used to the feeling of it too by masturbating. Because I lose my erection, I like how it feels. I mean, how else? What else?
Yeah, how old is this kid?
He's 18.
18 years old, and he already can't get boners.
It's good times. This is that's just first time out. I bet he'll be fine.
Yeah. Hey, man, good luck with that, bro.
Valerie, 18.
Hey, Steve-O, you're so hot.
Oh, thanks, babe. I do look pretty good today. That's the thing. I got so drunk last night.
His skin is spanking clean.
Yeah.
Okay, I have a question. It's not really a question, it's like more of an opinion. I think my ex-boyfriend's gay because he's into like being dominated, and when he was with me, he wasn't fully erect.
Well, none of that has anything to do with being gay.
He's a
being
real
gay means he's with men.
He's like emo, like
a real penis pooper.
I mean, could he be confused? Because, like, he just broke up with me for, like, no reason at all. Like,
we always come back to this, you know?
So he could have issues, all kinds of issues that can make it difficult for him to be sustained in a relationship, for him to be sexual and close. That has nothing to do with sexual orientation.
okay, like, when he was going down on me, like, I couldn't feel anything. Like, I don't feel anything. And when he was, like, rubbing my clit, I couldn't feel anything at all.
Wow. And
that's his fault?
So how's he supposed to be some kind of homosexual queer if he's rubbing your clit?
But I couldn't feel anything. It just.
Why do you blame him? Well,
yeah, this sounds like this call is about you, babe.
It's about me? What?
Yeah, the issues are all with you, babe. I'm telling you.
Well, as always.
And, you know, you think your boyfriend's gay, he's rubbing your clit.
Ex-boyfriend.
Oh, ex-boyfriend. All right. Well, you know, but then again, you know, there's a lot of homosexual queers who.
No, she said nothing to even hint at him being gay.
See, yep, exactly.
He just got fed up with
penis
Valerie.
Wasn't fully erect. I mean, he said he was nervous. That's why it wasn't fully erect.
Right. That's why guys have trouble with erection at that age. Typically, is either medication or, I guess, medical problems can
That's
be
a question
part of it.
that, you know, they correct me if I'm wrong, Drew, but they say that the cause of homosexuality is impossible to determine, right? Like they don't know if it's biological.
Well, there is clearly some genetic component, and on this show,
because how can
a lot of sexual abuse by men on young males results in homosexual orientation.
You know, because for people who say that, for people who say that it's not genetic or biological, like how do they explain this lisping thing?
The voice.
Yeah, like how can that's a physical trait, right? Like, so it can't, it's got to be.
I think that's the male equivalent to everything is biological in the human, but I think it's the male equivalent to that little girl voice that we hear in the sexually abused young female. We'll see if we can get screeners. See if we can get one of those up for us tonight, so Steve can understand what that is. That really, it's kind of the male equivalent of the little boy voice in a way. It's very interesting. Yeah, but Valerie, here's the deal. What do you mean he likes to be dominated?
He likes to be gagged with panties, and he likes to have a leash on him. And
that's a red flag.
So he's a fetishist. He likes fetishes, and he has trouble with erection.
He has that feminine voice, kind of, a little bit on the phone.
Right.
God, now I'm just trying to think of the most the most extreme cases of a
fetish.
Just the funniest indicator that someone might be gay. You know, like I've just got my mind running wild. Like, well, I think he might be gay because God, the possibilities are endless.
I mean, it's just weird to me. Like, what 18-year-old guy's into that?
Well, you're right, and it means he was traumatized in all probability, and certainly trauma can result in the confusion about sexual orientation, and it can make it difficult for him to be close and stable in a relationship, is what you found, and you kind of, you ended it, and that's fine. You're confused, and this is the first time you've been in this kind of relationship, and hopefully things will be more stable next time around. But the only thing I can say, based on what you've said so far, is that he's had a lot of trauma. Steve, you're still cracking up.
I don't even have one yet, but just the idea of it.
Look, if he's gay, if he's got a penis in his mouth, he's gay. That's it. Okay?
Well, he likes to be gagged with panties. I mean, he can't even beat that. He likes to be tethered on a leash and gagged with panties.
Shannon, 22.
Hello.
Hey, Shannon, what's up? You're on with Steve-O.
Hi, Steve-O.
Hello. Am I your favorite co-host for Dr. Drew?
You're the best ever.
Oh, yeah. Scream for me.
What's up, Shannon?
Hi. Well, what I was actually calling about is that my husband's in the military, and he's gone for 6 months. And
yeah, that's going to turn into a year and a half.
Huh?
That's going to turn into a year and a half on you.
Yeah, that's what I'm kind of afraid of. And I'm not planning on cheating on him or anything. I would never, ever do that. I love him with all my heart.
Good.
Who plans?
I know, just thinking about it. But you know what? That's another one of the many differences between the male and the female mind. She's like, I'm not figuring on cheating. Guys like, how does that work?
Yeah, you know,
right?
I was thinking about it.
Right, guys can plan it. Guys can plan it all they want. Doesn't matter. All right, so
it's
Shannon.
a long time to go.
Okay, so basically what you're saying is that you're saying that ideally you won't cheat on your husband, but the odds of that happening are very slim.
That's why you don't get married at 22, Shannon.
She's going to be hungry for the mushroom bowl, and she's going to find one.
Well, the one reason that I was calling is because I did want to be able to pleasure myself. You know, he's not going to be able to do it for me, but I have never, I know it's going to sound weird, but I've never done it without him. I've done it, but only with him.
All right,
God, breaking my heart.
You have masturbated in his presence, or he has
But
masturbated?
she's never masturbated alone?
Yeah.
But you're capable of masturbating to orgasm, though.
Why don't you just put a picture of him on the wall or something?
Yeah, I've never, no, not orgasming by myself.
But you've done it.
Okay, so she needs him there to get her stimulated to the point where she can climax.
Yeah.
But you do it by
So
touching.
just buy porn, babe. Got porno. You know, there's not enough pornography in the world.
I gotta watch it, but with him.
I mean, I'm tugging my dong all day long while I write this song.
Oh, there it goes again. So, Shannon, yeah, you've got to sort of manage this. If you're concerned you're going to cheat because of these drives, you have to manage it. Your marriage depends upon it, right?
Yes.
Yeah.
Okay, so let's
Do you have
get
kids?
Yes, we have 2.
All right, Shannon, how could you even contemplate cheating? Are you high?
Are you smoking crack?
I have not been with another man in 8 years.
I know. I'm just saying though. Look, I understand, but you sort of vaguely alluded
She
to.
sounds like she's got degrees of cheating. What
Yes,
cheating
like
is,
Channing
too.
said, yeah, cheating would
she
be
hasn't
so
been with
bad.
another man, but
Yeah.
she's been near him.
You've given up the right to that by having 2 kids. You've got to figure out a way to manage your own sexuality alone while he's gone. You have to. You have an obligation to figure that out. Okay.
Before we let it go, can you just define what with means? What's with a man? I think that's her way of saying that blowjobs don't count as cheating.
Oh.
Well, who's giving?
I mean, yeah, I'm dying for a blowjob. You want one?
No thanks, Steve. Oh my. This is Crystal,
God,
19.
yeah.
Crystal.
Hello?
Hey, what's going on? You're on with Steve-O.
Hi.
Hello.
So I have a problem. I'm really attractive, and, like, I have a lot of guy friends, but I have trouble getting girlfriends. Like, I don't make any companionship with any females, and it's really hard for me to get girls just to, like, hang out with me.
Why?
I have no idea. That's the problem. Like, I'm really nice to people, and, like, for some reason they don't. I don't.
Well, your preamble was how attractive you are. So you think that has something to do with it?
That's why everyone tells me that, oh, you know, typical girls are being jealous and, you know, competitive, and that's why they don't want to be friends with you. But
Yeah, exactly. The question answers itself, babe.
overcome that, am I supposed to, like, make myself ugly or something?
Well, I mean, I think that there's nobody that's trying not to get along with you. You know, I mean, like you can't sort of speak of the world at large as not liking you. So it clearly it's something to do with how you're approaching these people.
Right. The only variable in this is you. So you can tone things down a bit. You know what I'm saying? And maybe break it out only when you go on dates and things like that. But be a
But
little.
yeah, I mean, like you start off by saying how hot you are, and everyone just player hates you because you're so attractive.
Well,
You know, that's kind of going into it with the wrong attitude.
You can tone that down.
I've tried different things, tried different approaches to girls. Like, I've tried, you know, being passive
Those
and, like...
bitches.
Did you have girlfriends when you were a little girl?
Yeah, but I got stabbed in the back a lot.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah, those bitches will do it to you every time.
It's all about you, Crystal. There's a book called Queen Bees and Wannabes or Odd Girl Out. I suggest you take a look at those books, okay?
Oh, who's the author?
Queen Bees and Wannabes. I don't remember the authors' names, or Odd Girl
Yeah.
Out.
God.
Give you sort of a
How hot
sense.
are you?
Give us sort of a sense of how the dynamics of young women can kind of play out. But you still have to realize that you have a responsibility in this, and you can change your role amongst these dynamics.
And you don't have to get along with anyone as long as you're having orgasms.
You do. You do need to have female friends. It's good that you realize that it's something that's important.
Yeah.
And if you're going to be healthy, you need peers.
Yeah.
You need girls that are your friends as well.
Recognizing the problem is halfway to solving it.
Tara, 15.
Hey, Steve.
By the way, but hang on a second, Tara. Hang on a second. Okay. Way too much of made is that of that BS. You know, I'm not criticizing you, but I hear all the time. I recognize the problem. Once they identify, that's 3/4 problem. No, that's BS. Once they identify, then the fight begins. Then all the defenses go up, and then they won't do anything to cure it.
Once you recognize the problem, then you're actually, deliberately.
Then you build your defenses against it.
Yeah, it's not.
Recognize the problem. That is so much
Quite
BS.
passionate about
I hate
that.
that one because I've seen people on TV giving that BS out. That is BS. All right, Tara, what's up? You're 15.
Hey, Steve-O, I have a question, but first things first. I am your second biggest fan, man.
Yeah, that's my girl. Yeah.
My question is, I have watched that National Lampoon commercial hundreds of times, and it's funny
on my
today.
website?
What the hell is the plot? I do not
Okay, well, it's funny. Yeah, we made it really funny. It's sketch comedy, babe. It's like kind of like this movie from the 70s called Kentucky Fried Movie. Like,
you mean I hit that right?
Yeah.
How weird
you
is
know
that?
what, exactly. It's exactly how I describe it.
Yeah, I brought it up.
And it's sketch comedy. It's got like 55 sketches in a row, and they're all parodies on TV things. Like, it's pretty funny. You should see my commercial for Trojan high-risk condoms.
I have.
Oh, yeah, no way.
Is that on your website?
Yeah, stevovideo.com.
Hell yeah.
It's not getting any cleaner on there. Oh, yeah, baby. So did you have a question? Oh, yeah, it was about TV, the movie.
Yeah, it was about the movie.
And where are you calling from?
Chatsworth.
Nice. Chatsworth.
Means nothing. You know, I gave up drunk driving, so I just have no use for a car.
It's the end of the valley, way out in the surface of the sun, basically. Chad, is that right? 18?
Yeah.
Hey, what's up?
Hey, what's up, guys?
You're on with Steve-O.
What's up, Steve-O?
Oh, chilling, dude. What's your question, man?
Well, I just recently went out for this police job, and I had to take a written test. I had 2 oral interviews.
You're 18. Wait, hold a second. What kind of police job are you taking at 18?
It's not police officer. It's a police cadet. So
Cadet, all right.
For anyone under, it's not old enough to be a police officer.
He's becoming a guardian angel.
No, it just like prepares you to be a police officer, So when you're 21, if you're in good standing.
So it's kind of like ROTC.
Not to youth, yeah.
It's like the ROTC, right? It's like the equivalent of that for policing.
Oh, no, it's an actual job. You're actually employed with the city. And
oh, okay, cool, man, cool.
Yeah,
so you're just going to be harshing people's mellows for a living.
Well, it's good pay and everything, so I figured I'd go.
Oh, all right.
Oh, it's Burbank. You're going to be good at writing tickets, jaywalking tickets.
I know, they're really... I got a ticket the other night.
At Burbank?
No,
Jaywalking?
it was on Hollywood Boulevard, right outside a big trendy nightclub where all the celebrities go. And it was so rad. The paparazzi filmed me getting a ticket, getting written a ticket for stopping traffic, blocking traffic in the middle of the road was the ticket.
Yeah.
They're all, get over here. The paparazzi is filming the whole time. And they go, I shouldn't even.
Come on.
I handed in my license. They wrote me this ticket, and as I walked away from the cop, I said to the paparazzi video camera, I said, "And I'm out of my mind." And I turned around and pulled my shirt up, and I had like a half an ounce of marijuana sticking out of the back of my pants. I jumped in the cab and I said, "Go, go, go, go!" Yeah.
Oh, Steve, I'm going to come visit you at prison. I'll come visit. I promise. So, what's the question, Chad?
Well, anyways, I passed, the test, the interviews, the background investigation. I got all the way to the lie detector test. And I've asked, every question you could think of. And one of them was, have you ever done cocaine? And they gave the test to me 3 separate times. And that kept coming up as a lie. But I've never done cocaine. But I had a buddy of mine that used to, do it all the time. He used to have, bricks of cocaine. And I'd always see him. And I was just wondering, is there any, collaboration, could that have... You feel
as though you have associations with cocaine,
Or
and
maybe
that's
you
coming
felt,
out on the lie detector.
or maybe you felt very guilty when you were around him when that was going on.
Or maybe you were doing lines of cocaine.
And he's just calling the radio station to make a point so he can tell the police department that, look, I even called the radio station to clear to question this.
Yeah, dude, just stop doing cocaine, man.
All right, man. Thanks.
All right. Lie detectors are not 100%. I'm sure he understands that. So.
Yeah, totally. But he's definitely sampled the booger sugar.
You think so? Megan, 20.
Hi, hi, Dr. Pinsky. Hi, Steve-O.
Oh, Pinsky. Megan,
Dr.
what's up?
Pinsky.
Nice.
Love it.
I'm sorry. I know you from.
Never apologize when you're not wrong,
Megan
baby.
knows you from the hospital, evidently.
I was in the hospital for a while, and I met you there.
Okay.
My
I was thinking, like, oh, yeah, which hospital?
Can I can't say the name of it, can I?
Yeah, but someday we'll get Steve-O in there. It'll be all right.
Okay. Well,
No?
I was there for 30 days in
Inpatient treatment or something?
04.
Adolescent unit.
For substance abuse and bipolar with a self-injury problem.
This is like Steve-O.
Self-injury problem? I haven't heard that. Yeah.
That's
It's
all
you and me
Steve-O.
together, babe.
Megan, you got a soulmate in Steve-O.
I have a problem with self-injury.
You do?
Yeah.
Well, mine's came in a different form. Mine's less.
Dramatic.
Yeah, mine's less to show off.
Right.
It's more of an intimate thing with myself.
Right.
So,
all right.
I'm more ashamed of it. It's something you hide from the world where you can make something off of it.
What's the disorder where people rip their hair out?
Trichotillomania?
God, unbelievable. I knew this girl that had that.
Yeah.
There's a lot of disorders. You learn a lot about them. But my question is...
what substances were you abusing?
What?
And what drugs were you on?
I was hospitalized for cocaine abuse. Since then, I've become addicted to methamphetamines, and I'm horribly addicted. I'm more afraid of not getting a re-up than losing friends out of my life. Like, I've stolen money from my mom.
At least she's honest about that.
Well, so Megan, why don't you get back in the program?
Meth is, like growing up as, a youngster listening to Motley Crue, I decided very early on in my life that I was going to devote myself fully to sex, drugs, and rock and roll.
I grew up with bands. I mean, I grew up touring with Something Corporate and certain other local bands in California.
I just can't think. I can't think of anyone that I thought was cool or idolized or looked up to that that messed around with meth. Meth is just dirty crap that toothless people make in bathtubs.
The way I got addicted to methamphetamine or meth was I was working as a background actress supporting myself, and in certain
She bumped into a guy from Tennessee.
No, half the people on set are actually, if you get tired on set, they will hand you a bag and say, hey, go do a line of this.
Megan, here's the deal.
Yeah, I don't know about that, baby.
The thing about meth...
I haven't gotten to my question. Can I get to
Hold on. Let me just say, the thing about methamphetamine, you must remember, it is a drug that damages brain.
Yeah.
And it's permanent damage.
Look at my buddy Dreamer.
It causes severe memory problems and chronic mood disturbances, and it is guaranteed if you use it long enough. Now, how long before you get real serious problems? Probably in the order of about a year or so. I mean, at the very minimum.
Dreamer's been doing meth since '89.
Well, Dreamer
and Dreamer's shot.
Megan,
love you, bro.
The point is, let's get with the program before you really do yourself in. But what's your question?
Okay, my question is, I obviously have an addictive personality, and I think I might be getting addicted to men because I haven't been able to take an ex-boyfriend out of my life for as long as I've been sleeping with guys.
I love that there's ex-boyfriends, like degrees of ex.
Yeah, you do get, absolutely. When you're an addict, you get addicted to lots of different things.
Like, tonight I slept with the guy who actually wound up putting me into the hospital. I wound up sleeping with him tonight for no other reason but...
Now, how do you put you in the hospital?
Three of his friends decided to gang rape me and flip me a roofie.
But
so I woke up in the middle of it, and he was part of it, and he didn't believe it happened, and it ate away at me to the point where I wanted to kill myself.
Well, we're all over the place on this call. We've got a meth head tweaker chick talking about creepy gang rape.
After that happened, that's when I started using.
First things you gotta do is just don't mess around with the meth.
Steve-O, even when you back to the program, wouldn't you tell her? Get back to the hospital.
I mean, just there's nothing impressive about meth. There's a lot of things that people have gotten away with. But just meth is not one of them.
The sexual acting out is all part of addiction. The addict, sex addiction, sexual compulsions, very inappropriate, bizarre, shameful things you're ashamed of later, sexual activity is all part of the addictive process. And to try to figure out why I did that or what am I up to when you're strung out on speed, you're on drugs, that's why you're doing these things. You're trying to survive, you're trying to feel okay in the moment. And boy, there's almost no explaining. But you will, if you've been abused, which clearly you have, you will tend to gravitate towards highly abusive circumstances. That's just where you go.
I don't even consider with meth that people are really on drugs because, you know, like with Dreamer, he's got every bit of the brain damage that I was watching this documentary about meth, and it's like when he doesn't have his pep, he could pull out like a grocery bag full of meth, and I would be more at ease than him running out, like it's the missing meth.
Well, I understand that, but that's when he's sort of untreated.
So
and stuff.
The point being
and
that...
you understand, the more he uses, the worse he gets with all that.
Oh, I know. He's screwed.
All right. Steve-O's the guest. It's 1-800-LOVE-191. We're going to take a little break. Be right back.
Loveline.
Loveline will be right back.
Loveline, 1-800-LOVE-191. Steve-O in here with us. You all right? You making it?
Yeah, dude, I'm great, man. Really
Excellent. Good job. This is Marina, 28. You're on with Steve-O, Marina. Marina. Yeah, she got to listen more carefully. Bernadette, 32.
Hey.
Hey, Bernadette. What's happening?
Hey, Steve-O, I'm really just calling. I got something to say. I want to tell you, you are my all-time favorite guest host to be on Loveline.
Yeah.
I hope you get that contract signed that you were talking about.
I know. I'm really vying for I want big money. And the only way, everybody wants me to have a lot of money, right? I have nowhere near enough money.
You need more.
I know. I need more money. So everybody, please, who, wants me to get this job, just contact Loveline. I don't know how to do, I think... Yeah, K-Rock, just get a hold of these people and tell them to give me this damn job. Tonight is yet another freebie. I'm just,
Well,
and I'm gonna start getting grumpy and start charging.
Hey, I also want to say, Dr. Drew, I love you. I've learned so much over the years listening to you, and I think if you had $1 for every time I'd given you some sort of anecdotal citation, you'd have like half your college education paid for your
kids. My kids. God bless you, Bernadette. I appreciate that.
No, I love you guys so much. Just want to call and let you know how much I enjoy your show.
Hey, for sure, and thanks for reminding me, everybody contact these people and get me this job.
Thanks, Bernadette. This is now Michael. This is taking us full circle. We started the evening with a call like this. Now this is Michael, 19.
Hey, how's it going?
Michael, what's going on? You're on with Steve-O.
Hey, Steve-O, just want to say I've been listening to watching Wild Boys lately, and it's friggin' hilarious.
Season 3 is repeating
Season 4 is actually playing now.
Oh,
That's so funny. I'm not even plugging my own TV show.
Is that the one that I just saw where you guys were monkeying around with alligators? And Wee Man put his head in the alligator's mouth?
That was Thailand, no?
Yeah, Thailand, yeah. Man, wait till
what was with those gators? Why didn't they snap his head off?
I just have no idea. But Thailand is riddled with those places. They have the same act going on at like every.
And you were freaking out.
I'm a pretty easy guy to creep out.
Really? Tell.
No. It takes gnarly Thailand dudes sticking their head in alligators' mouths. Crocodiles. Sorry.
I loved my cock. That was great also.
Yeah. Oh, everybody loves macaque.
Yeah.
What was that?
The Reese's macaque.
Who can't love macaque?
Yeah. Oh, you're allowed to talk about macaque all day long.
It's a bird.
It's a monkey. It's
monkey.
Macaque. Macaque,
Michael, what's going on, buddy?
All right. So the other night I was with my girlfriend, and we were kissing and messing around, and I started to suck on her nipple.
As you will.
And after like a little while, I started to have a weird, like somewhat of a bitter taste. And like I'd never experienced that with her before. So I was just wondering, is this something normal? Is it something that she might be worried about, or what?
Okay, so no, it started off like in the beginning, everything was cool, right? But then
it started coming later.
That just doesn't,
Well, as we learned earlier this evening, now let's see if you learned what I told you earlier, Steve-O, that the stimulation of the breast can cause some breast milk production. That's a possibility. The other possibility?
Thyroid.
Thyroid problems, good.
Yeah, you see.
And? Medication. even birth control pills sometimes. And then the pituitary
I'm
tumors.
still so proud of myself for remembering the thyroid.
And
thing.
then you can't even get off that. Oh, I'm so smart. And then finally pregnancy. So, Michael, that all does need to be checked out by a doctor. It's probably just the stimulation you're putting her through. So, but do get it checked out. Shelly, 28. You're on with Steve-O.
Yep, and I'm really trying to impress my friends that are listening.
Hi.
Who's listening?
Nobody.
Dreamer?
Dreamer, yeah.
I've masturbated so much that my bean is so sore.
You got Drew doubled over in here. Your bean.
Yeah, I fiddled it
He loves
so
that.
much that it's like sore and I can't fiddle it anymore.
Oh,
What's
man,
going on,
yeah, I hate
Shelley?
that. See, that's been known to happen. Like, I'll tug my dong so much that it'll get a little tender, but I can just keep tugging.
To it because I call in sick to work just so I can stay home and masturbate all day.
Ooh.
Oh, yeah.
What's up, Shelly?
I don't know. It's fun.
I gotta concur. I do love masturbating.
Yeah, but you still go out and work.
Yeah, that's true.
Shelly
That's
doesn't
true,
work.
yeah.
I work, but I work at a dog kennel and I work really hard. But when I like to take up my days off, I just like to sit here and watch.
Just rub that cooter, huh?
Steve-O
It's a
videos
me
and
day.
masturbate.
Uh-oh, Steve-O videos.
Yeah, nice. So that's rad. So you masturbate to my image.
Yeah, to your face.
Yeah, it's my nice. Yeah, I gotta say that's what I needed to hear.
I just did it for the last week ever since I heard you last week on Loveline. I just had to do it all day long, and the next day, and now it's all sore.
You just can't flatter a man enough. Thank you, baby.
No, what do I do? Because I tried to lose.
Okay, so I love that. Now let me get this right. Your problem is that you want to continue masturbating after you get too sore.
Hot baths. Hot baths.
Because I lube it up, and my finger slips off my bean.
I wish I had a bean.
Hot baths, Shelly. Hot baths.
Hot baths.
Hot baths.
And there you have it. Yeah, and maybe I hate to say don't masturbate to my image, but maybe if you get some actual pornography, maybe it'll take less time.
But
yeah,
I just put in your DVD ever since I heard your voice last week.
Yeah, nice. That's awesome.
How come you don't get a boyfriend or relationship, Shelly?
I had one, and I like my finger better.
No, come on.
Hey,
relationships, I always
Why?
sabotage them.
I know. Here you are hanging out with animals all the time.
Yeah.
But I mean, that's where you get your love and attention from, as opposed to being able to get it by being close
I just
to
think,
people.
and really get yourself, mentally picture, I think if you get yourself mentally more prepared to masturbate, then you'll get the job done in less time, and then you won't be getting sore, and you can have more orgasms per day.
Oh, I have 30 or 40 a day if I can.
Oh, God, I want to strangle her. No, I don't. I want to strangle my dong.
It's your puss.
Tommy Lee said.
I could see that.
Tommy Lee set the record for the most. I got this email from him. He was yeah, dude. And it had an actual article. Tommy Lee officially sets the record for the most orgasms in a day. I really don't know how he verified.
What was the number?
It was something like 30.
Who's the referee?
I really don't know. I mean, after 30 times, there's no chance that you got any goo
His
coming
soul
out.
pops out at that point.
And the thing is, I was just thinking, whether this is true or not, it's so impressive to me that he's, it's even more impressive if it's not true.
He has,
He wants.
he has powder, then his soul comes, and then he turns inside out. 30 times. It's blood, eventually.
Yeah, well,
But, Shelly, the bigger problem here is that you don't have relationships, and that's a bad sign. And that the masturbation just sort of a weak alternative, that you have this sort of fantasy life, and that you do get some sort of feeling of closeness with animals. But the fact that you can't be close to people is rather distressing.
Yeah.
Now, you're not doing any, bestiality stuff with the dogs, are you?
No, I just shoved a dog. No.
All right.
But that's okay. The dog liked it.
Okay.
Yeah, Shelly, not all what we call normal behavior. But anyway, let's keep moving here. This is Marina. She is 28. Marina, what's going on?
Hi, Dr. Drew.
Hey, Marina.
I'm calling because I'm hoping that you can help me understand why every time I watch porn, I start worrying about the women in the porn, and I start crying. I get really upset about it, and I want to like it because, have no sexual hang-ups about anything else.
I mean, you actually feel the exploitation of the women? You feel like they're being...
I don't know why I care, because it's like, I know they get into it willingly, and strip clubs don't bother me. Nothing like that bothers me. But porn, like, gets me really...
sometimes I have similar reactions to porn sometimes.
You start crying?
I don't start crying, but, I'll be sitting there just yanking my garbage, and I'll just be, and it'll almost like just turn me off a little bit. Exactly what
you're disgusted with yourself for watching these poor women getting exploited.
No, I'm actually upset that I'm not more stimulated. That it's getting in the way of my stimulation. That I'm thinking.
But you remember, Marina, I think I think women generally tend to have the potential to get upset looking at these women sort of being handled so aggressively by men.
Yeah.
It really is clearly something that a woman would not like. And so we'll keep going, but do not, I'm going to let you talk, but do not, I'm trusting you. They do it on the other end, but...
It won't happen again.
All right.
I felt like a drama queen, and he said, "What's wrong with you?" And I said, "Well, what happened to this woman that she ends up here?" And he's like,
"Right, that's right."
Everything. And I felt awful, and I thought, God, do I need like a strength so that I can watch porn without worrying?
No, or maybe you ought to watch stuff that's a little gentler, kinder, softer, with a little story.
Steve-O videos.
Steve-O videos. You want to cry.
Yeah, I think a lot of people cry when they watch my videos.
Oh my.
So you don't think it's something?
No, it's not a sign of major, psychological or psychiatric issues, but it's in fact empathic, right? Because the reality, who these women are really being exploited. Now they think they like it on some level, and it does something for them, but the fact is, it's supporting something very sick.
It just doesn't pay that much money either.
Yeah, they're exploited.
It can't be worth it. It seems
no.
Can't be worth it.
There was a time in my life when I was considering getting into porn.
Really?
I mean, not like
with your penis.
Well, like
or you'd have to have a stunt. You'd have to have a stunt penis.
I was only considering just sort of hosting a porn. I really just thought that the pornography has just been hurting for a sense of humor for so long. And if we could really just up the production value and have like actual, entertainment. Like it was something I really kind of carved out as a goal. Something I wanted to do to make the world a better place, to make porn more watchable. And to have it actually, but yeah, it turns out
some showmanship.
Yeah, exactly. I was gonna kind of like just sort of be in each skit, and have a different character for each different love scene, and maybe come crashing through the window and. I don't know.
Like an evil monkey.
It just turns out that pornography is just not a good career move, even for me.
Stephanie, 19. What's up, Stephanie?
Hi. I just broke up with my boyfriend. It's been over 2 years that we were together, and during the relationship, I found out that he had a sexually transmitted disease that I got. And I was just wondering how you go about telling somebody.
Dude, that's so funny. She found out. What tipped you off, baby?
A little doctor's visit.
So you had some symptoms? What were the symptoms you were having?
It actually ended up being herpes. I had 2 red bumps.
Okay. And did he know he had this?
He claims he didn't, but
so that's the most
had him before.
Well, the most common thing is that people don't know that they have it.
Mhm.
Okay.
I was just wondering, if I was even to start in a relationship, how do you even go about mentioning that?
Steve, we get some advice?
Well, babe, there's something that I want to tell you. Yeah, well, this one time in Bombay. Yeah, I don't know. I guess.
Here's what you can do.
Bad news doesn't get any better for not.
Wear a condom. Wear a condom religiously. You can take antiviral medication that can decrease your potential for transmission. Mm-hmm. And I would bring it up kind of not immediately, but before somebody gets too far in.
Yeah, but you kind of want to tell someone you have herpes before you give it to them.
Yeah. But you want to tell them before you have sex.
In a perfect world.
But you want to tell them. Not at the beginning, because then people go, "Oh, I'm just not going to go with this." But if they're in, you're having a relationship, you go, "Look, there's something we need to talk about."
Oh man!
And remember, most people have the HPV now, and herpes are very common.
I would certainly rather hear that someone has herpes than find out.
After the fact.
Finding out that I have it. God, that would suck.
And wear the condom, and it's okay, Stephanie. You'll have plenty of guys still want to be with you. All right?
Yeah. All right. Thank you.
You don't think so?
Well, I don't know. I guess I'll find out.
Okay, fair enough.
Best of luck to you, baby.
All right, it's 1-800-LOVE-191. Steve-O in here on Loveline. I'm Dr. Drew, and we're taking yet one more quick break and be right back.
Loveline will be right back. So get your problems ready. Ready.
Loveline, 1-800-LOVE-191. Steve-O's in here. Where's your friend Chris Pontius?
Chris Pontius is married and much better now.
He is, really. Brought him down to earth a little bit.
Yeah, he just bought a new house in Hawaii.
Wow.
Yeah, MTV2 made us rich.
This is, oops. David, you in there?
Yeah.
Hey, what's up? You're on with Steve-O.
Hey, what's up, Steve-O?
Chilling, man. How's it going?
Oh, good, man. All of us down in AK just want to say we love you all and we support you.
Alaska.
All of who? All of me and Dr. Drew? Or?
No, all the people up in Alaska.
Oh, okay. Sweet, man. Sweet. Hell yeah, bro. So what's your question?
Well, I have this, like, sexual interest in, like, recording women in the public bathrooms of restaurants. I don't know. It's just, like...
Sounds illegal. I like it.
Yeah. I don't know. I just, I get off on it.
So you're a real...
Dude, watch the S word, please.
Oh, I'm sorry. My bad.
Yeah, radio. How many people on the radio hear people saying S and F? You know what I mean? On broadcast radio, not satellite.
I'm professional enough to be able to turn...
Yeah, even Steve-O can turn that stuff off.
I've had one S-bomb here, I think. But in any case, so now you're a real peeping Tom, huh?
Yeah.
You ever get busted peeping on a bitch?
Peeing on a bitch or peeping?
Peeping, yeah.
Oh, you like doing that?
Yeah, the golden shower business. Are you a golden shower dude too? Okay, so you are.
No.
And so have you asked girls to poop on you?
No, I haven't gotten that far.
Oh, I don't know. I think he hasn't gotten that far. And my lie detector just went off on him.
Yeah. Oh, really think it's bogus?
I think that he's had girls crap on him.
Oh, my.
Yeah. But that's cool, man. So explain, describe getting busted as a peeping Tom. It's got to be a great story.
Just, like, I go to these restaurants, and, like, when nobody's looking, I just, like, slip into the woman's bathroom, and I hide this headset that you can record from your house.
Not video, or?
No, it's all audio.
Oh, okay. So just the sound of a woman taking a dump.
And I've never really been like that, but it turns me on. It's just, like, hearing fart and like...
Oh, my God. It sucks that Loveline isn't a TV show anymore because you guys have to see Drew right now. Oh, man. It is the biggest radio show there is, though.
All right, buddy. So what can we do for you tonight?
Well, I just wonder, like, why
Can you play us? Can you play us some pooping? I would love to hear what you consider your best recording. I want to hear what turns you on.
Yeah, maybe another time. I'm at work right now.
Oh, you are?
What kind of work do you do?
Yeah.
But you said this is something you do at work, right? Are you recording?
Restaurants. He does it at restaurants. What kind of work do you do?
I'm a cook.
Beautiful. Fantastic.
So do you have your recording device going right now? There very well could be a lovely young lady pooping for your sexual benefit.
No, I don't. I turn it off when I leave home. Just when I get home, I'm bored. I just like to record women.
Yeah, God, that's so funny. If I was gonna say it now,
but I mean, I was never like that. Just till like a couple years ago.
You know what?
Do they have like a pooping section in the porno store?
Oh, they must. But it's not the kind of thing where if you weren't like that before X number of months ago, it makes it okay, or it nullifies the fact that you're that way now.
I wonder too if if the absence of the video element, if audio recording, women taking dumps is illegal or not.
Oh, I'm sure.
I think anything in a bathroom. I think bathrooms are pretty well protected. Basically, you're breaking the law, dude. And my advice to you is to get footage. If you're going to break the law, you might as well have visual images to jerk off to of women pooping.
All right.
Yeah.
All right, dude.
Keep up the good work.
All right, here's where I said we want to get that baby voice going. Here's Amber. Amber, 16. I had my own ass full of Dave. Amber?
Yeah?
Hey, what's going on? You're on with Steve-O.
Oh, hey, hey, Steve-O.
Oh, yeah.
Oh, yeah, I just want to tell you that I think you should get the job and stuff.
Yeah,
Okay.
thank you, baby.
This isn't quite, that's not quite the little girl voice. Any abuse history, Amber?
Yeah.
How old were you?
I was
8?
like in kindergarten or something.
6th, 7th grade. What happened?
Well, I had like a checkup, and the nurse, she kind of, had fun with me or whatever.
What?
Yeah.
I had fun when she was stroking her clitoris.
She kind of put her fingers in me and all.
Oh, all right.
Yeah, but that's sometimes part of the checkups. I mean, even little kids sometimes.
She was like,
Did she ask you to cough?
no, she was like, do you want to know where babies come from? And I
Oh,
was
my.
like, yeah.
Really?
Yeah. And it was really creepy, but then she told me not to tell anyone, or she would, yeah.
Wow. That's incredible.
Yeah, it was really...
Was it a negative experience?
Yes.
Yeah.
Did you report it?
No, she said that she would
So
tell me
to this
stuff.
day, no one knows about it?
Well, my boyfriend.
No, you ought to tell your folks
Female
about
on
this, too.
female sex crime is pretty rare, isn't it?
Well, not only that, what?
Is female on female sex crime
No,
rare?
it's not that rare. You'd be surprised. And even young female and young
It's
female.
got to be rare in medical.
It's a young female on male is relatively rare. The older female.
Well, yeah, it's because, I mean, that's what the guy wants.
But Amber, look, we can hear that in your voice that it's had effect on you. That's that
Yeah,
sort of.
I was listening to that earlier. And
Yeah, it's that developmental arrest we're sort of used to hearing, and it affects people. So please, get some help with that. It's not the single traumatic event like that doesn't have to be shattering, but it's something that it can stay with you and bother you and have effects, and you gotta kind of get that taken care of. Wow.
I just can't imagine how a guy could ever see a girl putting her finger into another girl as a bad thing. I guess,
How about the guy? What's your take on the guy with the audio equipment and the John?
I think he's phenomenal. I think he's the funniest thing since tethered to a leash and gagged with panties.
All right, that's Steve-O. Phone number is 1-800-LOVE-191.
Oh, no way.
We got to take another break.
God, time flies right by.
All
Man.
right, we'll be right back.
This job is really nice.
If you need help,
Call Loveline. 1-800-LOVE-191.
Well, everybody, I shan't be sleeping tonight because I just got an image emblazoned in my soul of Steve-O doing an imitation of our last caller with the guy listening to the bathroom and pleasuring himself. Yeah, thanks for giving me that image, Steve-O. I was fine. I was going to go to bed as soon as I got home, and now it's like it's over. I'm not sleeping.
The plop plop fizz fizz guy.
And then give me the whole thing. Oh, there you go.
Plop.
Beautiful. Okay. Good time. Well, Steve-O.
Hey,
dude,
you know what?
I
just came up with a great idea.
Yeah.
I think that I need to contact Danny Bonaducci directly.
Yeah.
And if he and I lock arms and refuse to perform without big money, it's either me or Danny, right?
I think you guys. I don't know. Talk.
You guys are gonna play dumb.
No, I don't know. I can put my vote in for you or Danny. That's for sure.
Can you sincerely say that you would vote for me over Danny?
Yeah.
Ah, sweet. Yeah. Yes.
But I like Danny too. I
know. I like him. We got to get us both in here, and I'll pull him aside.
I don't think I'm not sure Danny's as interested in this job as you are.
Oh yeah. Okay. Well, what an idiot. Yeah.
We'll see.
All right. Well, hey, that just about wraps it up, right?
Steve, thank you. Brociousness. Appreciate you coming
my
in.
Brociousness. And what's your tagline at the end?
Good night and stay well.
Yeah. Well, hey, man, that'll work for me. Sweet.
This has been Loveline. The opinions expressed on this show are not necessarily those of the staff, management, sponsors, or this station. The producer for Loveline is Annie Gold. Loveline is a presentation of Westwood One Entertainment.